and the tenacity that you guys showed down the stretch?
Oh man, it was everything. I think we ran to the huddle in the third quarter, and we were just saying we weren't gonna lose this game. We were gonna do anything we could to win, and we wanted to make sure we went out there and just attacked the game with everything we had in that fourth. Everybody kind of just do their jobs, and I think everybody kind of relocked in at the end of that third. We were able to go out there and get the win.
Richaun, you said to me in the last game after that, in the walk-off, you said at halftime, like, I just know my role and I do it. And it seems that your role is being anywhere and everywhere on the floor, whether it's setting a screen, crashing the glass, going after an offensive rebound, making sure that you're anchoring the paint, protecting the rim. What is it about doing the little things that don't glare on the stat sheet, but that when you look at your stat line, you're like, dang, he really put a game together?
Yeah, I think just for me, that's kind of how I made my career. You know, I've always been a guy who does the little things and, you know, go after the offensive rebounds, try to block shots, and just kind of get scrappy and dirty down there. And I think I've come to enjoy doing it. So knowing that that's my role and that's what teams need from me, and that's exactly what this team needs from me, I want to go out there and do it to the best of my ability, do it with energy, and do it with tenacity.
I remember when you first got here after the trade, and we were in the locker room with the other writers and reporters, and you were asked, for those that may not be familiar with your game, what do you bring? And one of the first things out of your mouth was, I'm just a dog. And I think now, especially with the injuries that you all have been dealing with, guys in and out of the lineup, the last 10 games from you, I would say that you have put on display exactly what you mean by I'm just a dog. And I think when people say that, as cliche as it is, it has so many different connotations. For you, though, what does it mean?
For me, just being a dog is going out there and just getting whatever you need to get done to win the game. And what I mean by that is just all the things nobody else really wants to do. You know, diving on the floor, you know, going through 2-3 guys, try to get an offensive rebound, then doing the same thing over and over again, every single possession. And I think a lot of guys wear down over the course of the game, you know, doing things like that, want to take plays off. And I think for me, I've always had the mindset where there is no playoff. There is no next play or things like that. I have to make an impact now. I have to get the ball now, and I have to get this done now. So I've always played with that whatever it takes mentality. And they started calling me a dog when I was like 13, 14 back in Chicago, and kind of stuck.
It's easy when you grow up in Chicago to get that dog mentality. Our in-house dog, if you will, Tony Massenberg, has a question for you.
How you doing, Richaun?
Doing well, doing well.
Listen, we know you're in a situation in Dallas where you weren't getting a lot of minutes, and now all of a sudden you find yourself here in D.C. and you're starting and having a great season so far as concerning the minutes that you've been getting. Talk about how you managed to keep yourself ready to play in a situation like this, because a lot of young players don't understand what it takes to keep yourself ready when you're not playing consistently.
Oh yeah, that's part of being a professional for me, and I had guys when I first came into this league that kind of showed me the ropes, things like that, what to do when you're not playing, and, you know, just kind of how to stay in shape and kind of keep yourself sharp. And I think for me, I've always taken those things very, very serious. Whether I'm playing or not playing, the preparation is always the same. I'm always preparing like I'm going to play 36, 40 minutes a night, whether I'm playing 10, 15, or not at all. It's the preparation never changes, the mindset never changes, and I think the consistency comes along with that.
Richaun, Jason Smith here, ladies and gentlemen. We used to battle it out when you were going through the process in Philadelphia. One, I'm happy the career that you've had, the success that you're having here in D.C., but I know you're going back to Chicago. I know you're from Chicago. You didn't get the result the first time that you wanted to. What do you guys have to change and bottle up in these last 2 games to have success in Chicago?
I think for me it's the physicality and the togetherness. I think on defense we've been far more physical, you know, guarding guys, coming off like cuts, things of that sort. We've been very, very physical, and just that connectiveness. Like, we've been together. We've been together, you know, we on a string on defense, covering for each other, and the communication has been A1. So I think if we take those things back to Chicago, I think we'll have a better result.
Richaun, Megan, we thank you so much.